Good afternoon, everybody. Shri Rajiv Mehra, President of ITO, Shri E.M. Najib, Senior Vice President, Mr. Rajneesh Kaist, Honorary Secretary ITO, all the members on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'm very happy to be here physically. For the last one and a half years, most of our meetings have been online, and we all are now getting that feeling that although through online we save on a lot of things, but it does not give you that feel which you have in the offline meetings. So when the delegation of Mr. Mehra came to Gandhinagar and met me, I was very keen that I should travel to Delhi, and fortunately today I found this opportunity to be with you, and I'm really happy to be with you today. The primary purpose of my coming here is obviously to invite all of you personally to Gandhinagar for the meet of ITO. I can assure you that it will be a very memorable experience for all of you, and state government along with ITO will make all the efforts to make it a very successful meet. I also take this opportunity to talk a few things about Gujarat, and as you all know about Gujarat, because a lot of things have now basically from Gandhinagar they have come to Gujarat, and Gujarat as such is a very progressive, pro-industry, pro-people kind of state, policy-driven state. Most of our development has been because of the practices and the following very progressive policy. Some few things which come to my mind that these days there is a lot of talk of green energy, solar energy. When Honorable Modi Sahab was CM, he was among the first state to come out with a solar policy. Similarly, in every sector we have policies which have brought a lot of investment to Gujarat, and now in last 2-3 years, in spite of COVID, majority of investment which comes to this country, roughly 40 to 50% of those investments are coming to Gujarat. In FDI and other sectors, even more than that. So I think through this event you also get an opportunity to see the progress of Gujarat. As far as tourism sector is concerned, we also have a very progressive tourism policy which we are in the process of revising. We have just come out with a policy for tourism, for heritage tourism, for adventure sports, for homestays, and now we are going to launch another policy about cinematic tourism. Through these policies, we no doubt want to promote various sectors. But what I would like to stress is the record of Gujarat in implementing those policies and always delivering what Gujarat promises. Policies, any state which makes a policy, it always compares the policy of other states and comes out with something which is very comparable or sometimes even more competitive. But where we differ is that the implementation probably in Gujarat is better, easier, and we are very conscious about our track record. So whatever we promise, we always deliver. And if I promise you that we'll try to make your experience in Gandhinagar memorable, I will try my best to do it. Talking about tourism, I have joined this department roughly 4 months back. But working in field in various positions, I got an opportunity to work with the tourism sector. Long back, I started my career very early days. I was in Kutch. That was in 2003 to 6. Post earthquake 2001, we had a massive earthquake in Kutch, and I think more than 13,000 people died in that event. But after that, the whole area got revived. Initially because of industries, and later mainly because of tourism. I remember 2005 we had the first Ran Utsav, and at that time Honorable Modi Sahab was Chief Minister, and we organized Ran Utsav in White Desert. White Desert was there for years, but it was because of his vision that he could market it and he could find that potential, and he was very sure that this will become an international destination. And today, from 2005 to 2021, I have personally seen the transformation which has come in Kutch because of this event. Today we get more than 5 lakh visitors. Initially, when I remember we were there, we used to request people to come there and basically stay in our accommodation. Today, every month I get so many recommendations, please do my booking in Ran Utsav. The situation has totally changed and it has benefited the local economy the most. The infrastructure, the people living there. We have now started flight connectivity to Bhuj. There are flights from Ahmedabad, there are from Delhi, Bombay, and we will be launching flights from Surat also for that. So there are many events which Gujarat has started, whether it is Ran Utsav or Navratri Utsav or International Kite Festival. There are many destinations which have come up. Kevadia is one of the destination which has grown very recently in the last 5 years, you can say. It has suddenly come on the map of tourist map of country, and the way things are going, we will put it on an international map and try to get maximum international tourists to Kevadia also. Similarly, we are in process of developing border tourism. I don't know whether you will find time to go to Dada Bait. It's almost on Pakistan border, and we have tried to develop something on the line of Wagah border, and something probably some elements which will make it more exciting than Wagah probably. So that is where we are working next, border tourism. Gujarat is also fortunate to have Blue Flag Beach, Shivrajpur, and recently we have put our attention there. In next 2-3 years, I am very sure that it will also be one of the very sought after destinations. We are also fortunate to have 4 World Heritage sites in Gujarat, and we are working on those also. So basically there are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of policies which are very, very attractive for Gujarat destinations and events. I once again would like to invite you to Gujarat and attend this program. We will try our best to make this very, very memorable for you. And whatever state government can do, we'll try our best. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.